Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the Sunday prep rally. You may not be prepping this on Sunday. There is a Jewish holiday called Shavuot, and many of you will either be prepping this before Sunday, so either on Friday or even, probably Friday, or potentially after. So it may be a Tuesday for you that you are tackling this, but either way, we're going to get through it. It's going to be such a good menu. The cauliflower tacos I have not stopped talking about. We've collaborated with Vibrant and Pure, at Vibrant and Pure on Instagram. That is her cauliflower taco recipe, and that Sriracha lime mayo, which is, you guys are gonna love it. It's so good, okay? Staying hydrated. It's so nice out here in LA today. It's gorgeous. But it's always like chilly in the morning, which is why I'm wearing a sweater, and then I get hot, and then I get cold. Anyways, we're gonna bang this out. This is week 36. Meal prep 6-9, and we are making tandoori chickens, roasted carrots, brown rice, which I'm swapping for some couscous today because I was just in the mood for it. Always feel free to modify. Roasted cauliflower, salmon poppers, garlicky snow peas, sriracha lime mayo, and a lime herb wash. It's really, really good, vibrant flavors. And as you can see, these are so good. The chicken with the carrots, and then we have the poppers with those snow peas and the sriracha lime mayo. We have these beautiful grain bowls and those cauliflower tacos that I haven't stopped talking about. So let's dive right in. We're gonna get started with some chickens because that's gonna take the most amount of time. Let's get it going. And I'll tell you all my modifications and substitutions that I'll be making along the way today because, as you guys know, even I make the modifications and switch around my own recipes. So feel free to always do that if you like. All right, so I have 2 whole chickens here. You can get them spatchcocked if you'd like. If you want to make it a little bit less time consuming, you could totally do that. It'll take less time to cook. So I would love for you guys to, well, there's something funky in there, for you to get comfortable with just eyeballing. All right, so when you see those measurements, feel free to just kind of throw in a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That was some garam masala. So we were making tandoori chickens. Really just nice spice blend. You guys are gonna love these so much. Garlic powder, some salt, and then we're gonna flip these and do this all on the other side, okay? You wanna just make sure that you're seasoning both sides really liberally. We have some coriander and then dried ginger. If you wanted to use like fresh garlic, fresh ginger, by all means, go right ahead. This is just a little easy, cheap kind of way of getting through it real quick. Okay, I have my oven preheated, 425. So you're gonna bake these on 425. It'll take like anywhere from like 60 minutes to like 80 minutes or so. It just kind of depends on how big or small your chickens are. But if you have an internal thermometer, let me just drizzle some oil, hang on. And then we'll drizzle the lime on the top once we're done. Okay, so some oil, and then we'll flip it, do the same thing on the other side. Okay, if you have a thermometer for like to take internal temperatures of meat, I highly recommend getting one. It took me a really long time to actually realize the value of it, and to actually go ahead and just order one on Amazon, which literally cost like $5. I liked getting I can show you what mine looks like, but I like getting the one that is a digital read. So it never is wrong. So there's no questioning whether it's reached a certain temperature because it tells you what the temperature is. You don't have to guess. You don't have to calibrate it. It just makes it really easy. It's like $5. You stick it in there. It tells you when it's ready. And it's great. Any meat, any chicken. It's just a really, really smart thing to have. And it ensures that you're always cooking things properly. Okay? Close those up and season it with some more salt. Get that olive oil on there. So easy, guys, okay? If you want to take your hands and give it a good little massage, that's kind of a good idea at this point. I'm not going to. I'm just going to kind of shush them around on my little board here. Okay? And yeah, as I mentioned, you could spatchcock it, which just means splaying it open, and that makes it cook a lot faster. Okay? So, give my hands a wash. Great. So we have the olive oil on there. And again, you could get all these recipes. Head to prepandrally.com. If you are a subscriber, head to that meal prep downloads page and log in. Get your recipes for the week. They're such goodies. Okay, so fresh lime juice. Okay, this kind of enhances that sort of tandoori kind of vibe. And it makes it really, really flavorful. Okay, try to get as much of that juice out as possible. And then we're gonna start moving on to our roasted vegetables because those are simple. They're gonna go right into the oven. Really easy. We have 3 sheets of roasted vegetables. I have 1 oven and only 2 racks. I don't know where my 3rd rack went. It's kind of annoying. So I'm gonna just kind of take turns in my oven. But if you have 2 ovens or if you have 3 racks, have that ready or preheated as well because it'll just make us all go a lot faster. Okay, so just kind of put that lime in there. Yum. Okay, cool. I always keep a little towel here. You guys know that, right? My little trick. All right, into the oven. Here we go. All right, setting my timer for, I'm setting it for like 70 minutes. We'll see what happens, okay? But that thermometer, this is what mine looks like. It's a digital thermometer, okay? Taylor brand. Turn it on, you literally stick it in the chicken and it tells you exactly what temperature it is. If you've hit 165 or even 160, you could pull it out because there's carryover cooking, which means it continues to rise in temperature, like an extra like 5 degrees or so once it's out of the oven. So take that out as well. Okay, so doing some pre-prep, I always say, is super helpful and it makes it more enjoyable to actually cook and do your prep. So check it out. Get rid of these guys. All right, how are we all doing? All good? All right, boom, 2 sheets, 1 shot, okay? So we get our hands dirty once, and we go through this process once. So we have some olive oil. The carrots are just getting some salt and olive oil. You can do some pepper if you'd like. Keeping those pretty simple for the week, but feel free to spice up any way you like, okay? Don't get your hands dirty yet. I'm skipping the rice for a second, and I'm just gonna go right to the cauliflower and just get that seasoned up so we could do our hands, get our hands dirty all in 1 shot. So we have the cauliflower here, which is that vibrant and pure Adeline Wow, I think it's her last name, W-A-G-H, Wow. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but this is her recipe and it's bomb. All right, so just season up your cauliflower. I have some onion powder and garlic powder. We did olive oil. Pretty sure I did salt on here. I don't remember, probably not. Can't remember. I may have salty cauliflower. We'll find out. And then some chipotle powder. That tends to be a little bit spicy, so go according to what you like. I'm just adding some chili powder because I want my kids to be able to eat this. A little bit of chili powder they're fine with. So do what works for you and adjust accordingly. And then take your hands and get them dirty once. I'm starting with the carrots, just kind of give them a little toss around in that oil. Beautiful. Same with the cauliflower. Just make sure everyone's coated and happy in here. Guys, it's full on summer. My kids are done with school next week. Camp starting. Oh my goodness. It's kind of hard to believe. We made it through this school year. Blue. All right, washing my hands. See that? All we have to do is wash once for both sheet pans. All right, so I'm gonna take these, pop them in my oven. Great. All right, moving right along. If you are making rice, follow along on your PDF. That's number 3 on the list. I was just kind of brown riced out, mainly because I test out all these recipes and then I make them again when I'm doing this recording. So I was like, hey, let me make life easier. Number one, it'll take less time if I make couscous. Plus, we haven't had couscous in a long time. Near East, this is not sponsored by any means, but they're a really great brand, and I love their couscous and rice blends. They're just so flavorful, and I feel like no matter when I make rice on my own, it's just never as good as Near East. Some sort of additive that makes it really good. So if you're making your rice, just bring all your ingredients to a boil, then you're gonna lower it, simmer it, and then cover it simmered for like 40 minutes or so until it's cooked through. I am taking out these little spice packets. Feel free to make this modification as well. Do whatever you like. I always say like that no meal plan can work for everyone, but with small modifications, you can make it work. So use what you like. If you like that Bali Israeli couscous, use anything you like. I'm just using this one. It's going to be super yummy. I'm just bringing it to a boil. Couscous is the easiest, quickest thing in the world. Once it's boiling, pour the couscous in, take it off the heat, cover the top, and you're done. So simple. All right, next up, so we have our cauliflower done, which was number 4. Next up, we're going to do our salmon poppers, okay? Breezing right through this. So I'm making half of the amount because we're not going to be eating all of it this week. So I have just half of the amount of salmon in here from the can. I just pour out the liquid. I take out any like bones that are in there. You can't eat them all. They're all edible. If you mash it up, I try to take out as much as I can. Okay? And then because I'm doing half of the amount, I'm going to add my 1 egg. And you're just going to be, getting all your ingredients on that list right in here. They're so easy. This is like a super old recipe of mine. We need parsley for both the herb wash and for these poppers. So it's always good to do things once. So you need like a handful to go in your herb wash. So if you have like a little container prepared already for your herb wash, set that aside and you'll put the rest in the poppers. So just kind of run your knife through that and we'll split this between the two. And that way we're just doing it once. And this herb wash, once you get down to that recipe at the end, we'll get to it and finish it up at the end, but it's so good. I was just putting it on everything. It's good on fish, it's good on those poppers, it's great on meat. You can make it almost like a chimichurri in a way. It's just like super garlicky and herbaceous and a really yummy oil, which gets completely flavored by the parsley and the garlic. It's very classic for like Argentinian cuisine. Simple garlic and herb. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of it in there, and about a handful or so in your container for your herb wash. Cool. Rinse my hand off. Isn't that the best, like killing 2 birds in one stone? All right. My couscous water or my rice water still coming up to boil. Keep an eye on that. I've already added I'm putting this back aside. We'll deal with them later. I've already added my egg, my parsley, my breadcrumbs, okay? A little bit of mayo, and then we're gonna add some mustard and some, what else? Capers, onion powder, salt. Okay, capers are so good. These are also going to be going in that herb wash because it's unreal. Sometimes I'll chop them up so that they're not like a full little bally. That way they more evenly distribute throughout. No need to, but it's your call. Okay, some garlic powder. You could do onion powder, either one that you like, and then a little bit of salt to season the whole thing up. Okay, look how pretty that looks. And that's it. So this, you could cook these now or you could leave them in your fridge for the week. And then the night of is when you're actually going to cook them. You could fry these. I think they're much better fried, but you can totally bake them. It's even easier baked. You could even throw in some veggies in here. So if you have like peas that you want to put in, I've done all kinds of things. If you want to like saute some peppers and onions, make this your own. You could even use fresh salmon, kind of like how we usually make our other salmon burger recipe, but this is just a great one because a lot less expensive because you're using canned, and this has a totally different vibe to it. I don't think canned salmon and fresh salmon taste the same at all. Totally different. Okay, so I'm throwing my couscous in here, giving it a mix around, shutting it off, covering it. The fastest, easiest thing. So if you want to cheat a little bit and switch things up a bit, I would highly recommend doing that. All right, so I'm gonna just cover this up and store this in my fridge for the week. Not even think about it, that's done. A few last things. Okay, 3 more things left. Getting a nice pan heated up here with some olive oil. You can use snow peas or snap peas. Both are great options. I leave them whole. I also try to find the ones that are stringless. Okay, that just means if you've never seen ones that are not stringless. It's gonna be hard to show you guys because these are. But you see it has like a little string at the end. Okay, so when you take it, you pull, not totally stringless, look at that. See what just came off? This is like kind of a choking hazard. It makes it really hard to chew and swallow these things, especially for kids. So, if you have not bought yours stringless, it takes forever and it's kind of annoying. But it's a good thing to go through all of them, and especially if there's like a big string, try to pull it off as much as you can. All right, so we're going to first get some, I think I forgot this garlic. We're gonna get our garlic minced first. I'm gonna lower this a tiny bit so it doesn't start burning on us. So we're gonna mince 3 cloves of garlic, and actually we need some garlic for the lime herb wash. So I need 3 here, and I need 2 for that one. I think I took out for that already. Where were those ones? Yeah. So we'll just do it again, all in one shot, okay? While we're already doing it, let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. 1. Just pop them out. La 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 la. Look at this, guys. It's been 17 minutes. I thought this was going to be a longer one, and it wasn't. All we have left are those 2 little sauces, and we're done. It's pretty unbelievable. This is why meal prep saves lives, because it just takes so little time. And yes, you have to commit the time, and you have to be somewhat dedicated. I always say it's kind of like fitness. You know, you have to make it a priority, prepare for it, do it. You know, and that's kind of daunting before you start, but then once you're in it, you're like, oh my God, this is easy, right? Would you agree? Okay, so I'd say most of this is going in a nice hot pan. Okay. The rest, I'm going to keep mincing a tiny bit more because it's going to be going in our lime herb wash. I don't want anything too big. You know what helps if you have one of those little garlic press thingies, which I actually have. I just never use it because I'm always so lazy and don't want to wash it. But it really minces it so nice and fine that, especially for something like this, if you don't want a big bite of garlic, it does a good job. Okay, rinse my hands once more. And, all right, get some sort of like spatula or something to work with here. That garlic is smelling unbelievable in this pan. So you just want to heat it ever so slightly, working on like medium-high heat. Don't want to burn it, so just kind of let it start to sizzle in that oil just for like a minute or so. And then we are going to throw in our either snap peas or snow peas, totally your call which we've decided to use. Yucky one. Okay, so give it one more second. Oh, it smells so good. Garlic and a pan with oil. Heaven. All right, I'm gonna throw my peas in. If you wanted to cut all your peas in half, by all means, go right ahead. Totally your call how you wanna go about doing it. And that's it. So these are gonna cook really quick. They're just gonna turn bright green. You're gonna be reheating them throughout the week, so you don't wanna overcook them either. So just keep mixing them around for a minute or so. Season them with some salt. You could use some pepper. Why not? Yum. So good. You could even do this with regular like green peas if you want, frozen. Anything you like. Okay? So good. I'm going to shut these off the heat and let that residual heat just kind of continue to cook them for another minute or so and then pull them off. Done. Meanwhile, if you're doing rice, it should still be cooking. My couscous though, which takes 5 seconds, is already done. So, what you do with couscous, if you are unfamiliar, you could use a fork, but I'm just using a spoon and you just kind of fluff it. This is the garlic and herb one. Yum, like so easy. So there are always things that you could do to save time. Today I wasn't really so in the mood to cook for too long, so I cut some corners to make it an even faster cooking session. So you can always do that, and you can also always omit certain items. Boom. You can always omit certain items from the list altogether, or just get rid of some items for today and make them during the week if you have extra time during the week. Totally your call. Okay, so just get this in here. Whoa, that pan was still going in that drawer. My God. Okay, lost a few. Okay, but look how bright green and beautiful those are. Okay, garlicky, yummy, so delicious. All we have left, 2 final things. Sriracha lime mayo and that garlic herb wash. So, one more. Why not do the garlic herb wash first, because we're basically done with it. So let's just finish that one off. Okay. And then we'll go back to our Sriracha lime mayo, which is the best sauce of the season. You guys need to make this all summer long. Okay. So 3 limes. A lot of limes in this menu this week, but honestly, it's summer, so it makes a ton of sense. Plus, I love limes. Okay. I should get my little lime thinger, like that little wooden thing. It's much better than a knife, but they both kind of do the trick. All right, so lime. Then we'll do some olive oil, salt. You could do some pepper. If you wanted to put some chilies in here, or jalapenos, or anything of that nature, go right ahead. Oh, and then we have the capers too. Okay, and as I mentioned, this is so good over a flatbread, over chicken, over a steak. It accompanies anything, like literally anything on a green bowl. Like it just enhances and freshens up anything. If you were to make this to entertain guests, this is like often how I entertain with ease. I basically roast a whole bunch of things similar to what we're doing, roasting a chicken, roasting vegetables, and then I make a really killer sauce like this, and this goes over the cauliflower that I'm gonna make, let's say. It's just as an example. So these kinds of sauces and gremolatas and herb washes, these are so versatile, and they're just flavor pops. They just like wake up anything that you've made, which is why I love them. And it just lets you roast things one day, and then you could just assemble this the day of your dinner party or your Shabbat meal, whatever it is, and you have a super easy, stress-free meal. Okay? So that's those limes. Get your salt in there, some nice extra virgin olive oil. Okay. Capers. Since we already have them, let's use them. Even if you put some of that juice in there, it's all good. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Having this on hand is like one of my favorite things in the world. Just a great summer staple. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? Ooh, it's spilling. I have to put the little ring on. Okay. Lastly, we have our Sriracha lime mayo. All that's going in it are those ingredients you heard, for the most part. Okay, we have our mayo. Follow along your PDF for all the exact measurements. I'm excited. Our friends are coming over tomorrow for a taco day, taco lunch with their kids. It's gonna be really fun. So it's like the best way to serve lunch because everyone gets to build their own. I have the cauliflower. You could even like shred chicken and put it in it, make it a chicken taco. Totally your call, how you like it. Okay. And 3 more limes. I know it's a lot of limes. Yes, you could get that pre-juiced lime. Is it ideal and as good? Hells no, not at all. I sometimes feel like those limes and lemon juices just don't even taste like real lemons or limes. Just a cleaning product. But it's your call. But if you can get the real thing, do it. Especially like get some of the actual like pulp in there. So good. Where are we on time? 26 minutes. I mean, that's insanity. Okay, that was a lot of items that we just banged out. So if you do a little bit of pre-prep, you can fly through these. And it makes it so fun to just cook your way through and you feel like a total pro. You're not frazzled, you're not running everywhere, trying to collect all your ingredients, your pots, your pans. This is called efficiency. It's the way we do it. It's the way I've always done it as a private chef. You just gotta like think ahead, set yourself up. That's how it goes. Okay, and lastly, I'm using Tabasco because I've been out of Sriracha for a while. But go easy on it, especially if you have kids, and you can always add more later. You could add your chipotle powder. I'm using some chili powder. If you get too spicy, you can always add more mayo. If you're not spicy enough, add more hot sauce. Okay? If it's too thick, you can always add a little bit of water or some lime. Yummy. You guys are gonna love that. It's so good. Okay, we're done. That's insane. It's been not even 30 minutes and we've banged out our Sriracha lime mayo, our garlic and lime herb wash. I made couscous instead of rice. We did the batter for the salmon poppers, our snow peas or snap peas or snow peas, carrots, roasted cauliflower, and those tandoori chickens. You guys have an amazing week. You're going to love this. Follow along on that PDF to see how it all comes together into 4 amazing unique dinners. As always, there's so many different variations of what you could do with it to please picky eaters, kids, whatever. If you need any help, be sure to head to the Facebook page, join. It's an insane, incredible resource, and you can always reach out to me directly, info@prepandrally.com or on IG @prepandrally. See you guys soon. Bye.